Hello, everybody. Here I am again. It must be Wednesday. I'm running quite late today, but here I am on my weekly Wednesday appointment doing this weekly reflection and conversation that I look forward throughout the whole week. How are you? I had an amazing week. As you know from last video, I was in California for the first part of the week with my kids. We had a terrific time by the sea in a wonderful home that we rented, and it was the six of us: my wife, my kids and their spouses, and me. Oh, we had good food, good scenery, good conversation. It was great. And then we stopped in Chicago for the rest of the week to visit with some friends, and we had amazing food, amazing conversations, and so great sights. It was truly a great week. And now we have been in school for 2 weeks because Monday was a planning day or a professional development day. But yesterday and today we were with the students. And the students have been great. They were ready to come back. I thought, well, we might have to rehearse a lot of procedures and rules, but no, they were ready to be back. We've been reviewing some material just in case that they have forgotten some of the math, but they are doing excellent and we are having a great time with them. And here we are. Have you been watching all the videos? I hope that you have, and if you haven't, please do. Well, you're obviously watching this one. And also recommend them, please. Recommend them to your friends and to your colleagues and to family members. Who knows? They might benefit a little bit from our conversations. I thank you for your likes. I thank you for your comments. Yes. And I thank you for your subscriptions. So if you haven't subscribed and you're watching the video, make sure that you do that subscription. It only takes a little click of a button. You can also click on that bell icon and it will give you the notifications when a video has been posted. Today, I want to talk about hooking our students. Hooking them, grabbing their attention, grabbing them and taking them with us into the journey that is required for an effective lesson. You know, I have in my classroom a student, or actually it's called a resident, because this teacher is a person that already had a bachelor's degree and she decided to become a teacher. And in our state, there is a program that they can be in a classroom with a teacher for a whole year, and they end up with a master's degree and with a teaching license. So I am fortunate enough to have a wonderful teacher in my classroom. And the other day she was preparing for a writing lesson about sensory details. She brought a bag full of different types of food and different things that the students could touch and things that students could smell and things that they could feel and hear. And you know, she had like a little fan that was she asked them to close their eyes and she had a fan blowing on them, and then she had them smell some things that I think they were orangey or lemon, and the students were so hooked. It was something simple, but they were with her for the whole time. They were ready. They had been hooked, just like we hook a fish, right? With a little shrimp or fish or a little piece of cheese. They were in for the ride, right? And after she did that, and you know, I usually try to prepare hooks, but after she did that, I said, you know, one of our goals need to be that we think of our lessons and we plan for these hooks, because they not only help academically, but they minimize behavior problems in the classroom. Because once your students are hooked, they just want to work. They don't want to be getting up or talking to somebody else. You know, they just want to be part of that lesson, be part of the activities, and be part of the discussion. So I want to encourage you, if you have been slacking a little bit, and I do that many times, you know, remember that it is well worth it. Create those, you know, it only takes a little bit more preparation. It doesn't take much money and it doesn't take much time to just prepare hooks for our lessons. For math, yesterday we had a banana, we had Skittles, and we had some border, we were teaching different meanings of fractions. And so we cut the banana into different pieces, and I had students eat the banana, and I was asking, so what fraction of the banana was eaten? What fraction of the banana is left? You know, we had Skittles because we wanted to show them, you know, the fractions can be parts of a whole, parts of a set, or parts of a segment. And they were absolutely hooked. They were hooked. They did not want to end the lesson, you know, and they really understood it as well. So no behavioral problems and very engaging academic math lesson, academically engaging. I want to remind you that if you have not been doing it, and I know that most of you, or probably all of us, right? But you know, we do tend to get busy, and we tend to just get so, just get worried about, oh my God, I have to teach this, I have to teach that, I have to teach this other thing. And we think that we might not have time. But you know what? It is extremely important that when we plan our lessons, we plan an interesting, really engaging hook that we can take our students with us, and they will take that journey with us, and it is worth it for them, and it is worth it for us. So now we are thinking of every lesson. How are we going to start this lesson? What is something interesting that I'm going to do at the beginning of this lesson? You know, and how I'm going to close this lesson. So I just want to just remind us all, right, that an interesting hook does not take much time, does not take much money, but it goes a long way. You know, a few years ago, we were in Tunisia, the country, well, you know, Tunisia, north of Africa, where a lot of the Star Wars were filmed, and I am a Star Wars fanatic, so I was very excited to go to those places. But there was one little village that the guy that was taking us around said, you know, all the tourists go through that entrance, but I don't want to take you through there. I want to take you through this side. I want to take you to this grove of pomegranates and date palms, because you go through here, but when you first see the village, oh, you're going to be amazed by what you see from this angle. And boy, was he right. We went through this little, it was an oasis in the middle of the desert, and we went through this trees of pomegranates and date palms and other fruit trees that I don't know what they are. But when we came out of there and we saw that village, we were hooked, because he had taken us through the route where he knew that we were going to be amazed, that we were going to be hooked. And we can do that with the students. You know, we can go the same route that all the tourists take, the same route that is easier and that where everybody goes, or we can take this other route over here that is really going to have an impact on them, and it's going to hook them for the rest of that lesson, right? So let's remember to do that. Let's take a little bit of extra time. I know it's not like we have a lot of time. I know, but just a little bit, and it's well worth it. So I hope that we can have interesting lessons, engage students, and classrooms that are awesome. Thank you so much. Have a great day. I will see you next Wednesday. Have a good rest of the week. Enjoy your coming weekend. And remember, working together, we can accomplish great things. Bye. See you later.